You guys have to understand that pain teaches. When you feel pain, it should not be something that you wallow in and that you cry about. Maybe you cry about it for a f***ing day, okay? That's acceptable. But the point is that when you have something that doesn't go the way that you want, that is a trigger for you to go out and create a situation where it is impossible for you to not get what you want. And that's the difference between people who succeed and people who don't.
Failure is an experience that lends to wisdom that ultimately makes you a stronger version of yourself.
You guys that have this potential, don't have this potential, you know, that shit dies. What continues to last forever is a perseverance to always show up. That's what champions do. Every single champion is the same as every ordinary person. The only differential is that they show up to the event every single day. They see failure as a learning curve. They welcome failure. You learn more from failure than you ever will from success. So showing up and getting knocked on your ass, finding intestinal fortitude, stand back up and re-face that endeavor is going to be the overriding factor that makes a difference. Everything you do to the best of your ability. It doesn't matter what you're doing, it's the fact that you're doing it, so therefore it means something to you. It doesn't matter what you're born with, it doesn't matter your potential, how much, the silver spoon of money you have.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. Look, it's a train. It's a plane. No, it's Superman. As a young child, I ran home from school to hear that, so that I could see the reruns of the television series Superman. I love superheroes because they're now like what I aspired to be when I grew up. They're like cops. They're like police officers.
Somewhere in this county, oh my God, we know for a fact, somewhere in this state, and somewhere in this country, there is someone wearing a uniform or wearing plain clothes. They're stopping a car, they're searching a house, they're driving up a driveway, and their antenna is up, and they're saying to themselves, something just doesn't feel right. This is not some regular call. And you know what they are, folks? They're afraid. That's the law enforcement elephant in the room. They're scared. And you know why they're scared? It's not because they're cowards, but because what flashes in front of their eyes is everything they have to lose. Their families, everything that's important. And when that happens, and while they're still scared, and while that fear is there and everything is flashing through their minds, and self-preservation screams at them, run! They do not. They go in anyway, they stick it out, and they see it through. That is why I love them, and that is why I agree with them.
You're a cop, a flatfoot, a bull, a dick, John Law, you're the fuzz, the heat, you're poison, you're trouble, you're bad news. They call you everything, but never a policeman. Maybe she's right. It's not much of a life unless you don't mind missing a Dodger game because the hotshot phone rings. Unless you like working Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, at a job that doesn't pay overtime. Oh, the pay's adequate. If you count your pennies, you can put your kid through college. But you better plan on seeing Europe on your television set. And then there's your first night on the beat. When you try to arrest a drunken prostitute in a Main Street bar and she rips your new uniform to shreds, you'll buy another one out of your own pocket. And you're gonna rub elbows with all the elite. Pimps, addicts, thieves, bums, winos, girls who can't keep an address, and men who don't care. Liars, cheats, con men, the class of Skid Row. And the heartbreak. Underfed kids, beaten kids, molested kids, lost kids, crying kids, homeless kids, hit and run kids, broken arm kids, broken leg kids, broken head kids, sick kids, dying kids, dead kids. The old people that nobody wants, the reliefers, the pensioners, the ones who walk the street cold, and those who tried to keep warm and died in a $3 room with an unvented gas heater. You'll walk your beat and try to pick up the pieces. Do you have real adventure in your soul, Culver? You better have, because you're gonna do time in a prowl car. Oh, it's gonna be a thrill a minute when you get an unknown trouble call and hit a backyard at 2 in the morning, never knowing who you'll meet. A kid with a knife, a pillhead with a gun, or 2 ex-cons with nothing to lose. And you're gonna have plenty of time to think. You'll draw duty in a lonely car, with nobody to talk to but your radio. 4 years in uniform, you'll have the ability, the experience, and maybe the desire to be a detective. You like to fly by the seat of your pants. This is where you belong. For every crime that's committed, you've got 3 million suspects to choose from. Most of the time, you'll have few facts and a lot of hunches. You'll run down leads that dead end. You'll work all-night stakeouts that could last a week. You'll do legwork until you're sure you talk to everybody in the state of California. People who saw it happen, but really didn't. People who insist they did it, but really didn't. People who remember, those who try to forget. Those who tell the truth, those who lie. You'll run files until your eyes ache. Paperwork? Oh, you fill out a report when you're right. You'll fill out a report when you're wrong. You'll fill one out when you're not sure. You'll fill one out listing your leads. You'll fill one out when you have no leads. You'll make out a report on the reports you've made. You'll write enough words in your lifetime to stock a library. You'll learn to live with doubt, anxiety, frustration. Court decisions depend to hear rather than help. Dorado Morse, Escobedo, Cahan. You'll learn to live with the district attorney, testifying in court.